AIMS is actually made up of two components. The first component is a technical working group. The technical working group is taking the standards and, if you like, doing some refinement. We're working out what any gaps might exist. We're figuring out how to make interop run smoothly. So we just took part in a session related to standards and interoperability for the transition from SDI over IP. I think the key message I was talking about was really the use of open standards for interoperability. So, helping people understand how important it is to use a common set of standards to drive IP standardization and the way we're going to use it for uncompressed and visually lossless compression over IP networks.
Give us a bit of an update on what needs to be done now before we can go full steam ahead with IP systems.
Well, I'll say that there's I guess, a few ways you could look at this. Certainly there are some hybrid products that already exist that do SDI and IP in and of themselves. I represent at least one myself. So there are those things. The other thing, though, is that the software-oriented products, those are the ones that are going to give you the most leverage. They might be 2022-6, let's say, right now, but because they're software, they're upgradable to all the other incremental changes to TR03 and potentially anything that comes beyond that. And we'll be able to roll in things like the NMOS registration discovery and other mechanisms into that. So the software route is going to give you the most flexibility. There's going to be hardware-specific products, the gateways Jean mentioned there briefly, that let you get from IP to SDI and back again. And that's a necessity for a lot of people because they can't throw all the infrastructure away and start over. So we're going to be in a migration period of, for some people, 0 to 10 plus years for some end users. And so the important part about it then is what the migration platforms look like and how we can evolve those and like I said, particularly if they're software-oriented, you can keep pace with whatever the prevailing standard is. So making a product choice, if you think more about the software-oriented products, that's going to give you the most mileage.